You may have noticed for the first time, it's been a while since you saw the deputy president in the company of the president, right? What do you make of that body language? He appeared in months at State House today when they were having the virtual Madaraka Day celebrations. Given you can't see smiles or frowns through the masks, but that event at State House brought together President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto in public for the first time in months. So the joint appearance has sparked off speculation about what the future portends for the two. And as Enoch Sikolia now reports, the duo put up a unity show that is likely to be a point of discussion in the days to come.
At State House, Nairobi, on Madaraka Day morning, a rare sight in view of the high-voltage politics that preceded this day. The president and his deputy engaging in a seemingly light moment here, light moment there. A show of togetherness in the wake of sharp divisions in the Jubilee Party, pitting supporters of these two men against each other. Similar suit and tie, perhaps to send a message of reconciliation, or was it just coincidence, or maybe just playing to the gallery? The last round of the Uhuruto contest kicked off in the last half of May. The first axe landing on Ruto's right-hand man and the Senate, Kipchumba Murkomen, and Nakuru Senator Susan Kihika. Their positions taken away, and with them, the privileges of high office. The two represented a group of Jubilee legislators who had openly defied the president's order of no politics until 2022. The ouster of Murkomen, Kihika, and later Professor Kithure Kindiki, as Senate's Deputy Speaker, further opened Jubilee's Pandora's box. The Madaraka Day celebrations coming at a time the president has declared war against anyone in Jubilee opposed to his agenda, and he made it crystal once again.
We need political leaders totally committed to promoting not themselves, but what will transform lives of our people in line with what our founding fathers yearned for.
And his deputy declared his support for Uhuru's plans against the world pandemic.
And I'm calling on leaders across the divide and Kenyans across the nation to work with you and government to make sure that we mitigate and minimize the effects of this pandemic as we work out the new normal.
Well, the relationship between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto has been shaky since they were re-elected in 2017. And every time the two have come out in public together, their body language has been put on a microscope. The COVID-19 period had exposed the underlying differences between the president and his deputy that circled in low tones. As the head of state steered the country through the pandemic that has thrown the country into a spin, Ruto was relegated to the back seat, and the DP chose to go silent while hatching a laid-back approach and the Cold War with his boss. The battle against COVID-19 show was left to the head of state and his trusted cabinet secretaries, with the deputy president left to declare generalities on social media. So intense was the war between the president and his deputy that many had wondered if Ruto would indeed show up at State House for the national celebrations. That he came, took his place, exchanged notes and invited the president to the podium has left a huge debate around. His supporters and his haters have different opinions. His supporters hope that this is a sign that the government that held the former political lovebirds together can be mended. But his opponents, on the other hand, downplaying the incident, saying this was a national event with little bearing on current politics. Analysts believe that a no-show for Ruto would have sent the last ultimate message that their relationship is beyond redemption. The president appears determined to fight for his legacy project, including the BBI, and the next few weeks will give a clear indication on whether his relationship with the DP truly stands as his foot soldiers push for the constitution agenda in Parliament, and Jubilee and NASA continue with what they have called the fumigation of the Houses of Parliament. Enoch Sikolia, Citizen TV, Nairobi.